So you're looking for a deal, and I do get this question all the time. Steve, I would love to buy a home, but I'm gonna need a deal. So that way it can cut my costs down, makes it more affordable. Is there a way that you can find me a deal in this marketplace? Come along for the journey, as today I'm gonna show you how we find deals. So you wanna buy a home. It should be an exciting time. But here's one of the biggest benefits that you get when you actually sign a buyer-broker agreement. You are actually retaining the services of a specialist. And in this marketplace, you could be looking for something very specific for you, for your family. Maybe it's a location, maybe it's a certain style property. And for that, you need a specialist that can actually find that product for you. And when you sign that buyer-broker agreement, that's what you're doing. You're hiring that specialist to really find that specific product that you might be looking for so that you can become the homeowner of your dreams. In today's video, we are headed to a property that just got put on the market. I have a client looking for a very specific product within the city of La Mesa. So they'd like to be in the community of La Mesa, and they're looking for a 4-bedroom home, and they need a deal. And one of the most interesting things when you have a conversation with a client and they say that they're looking for a deal, one of my first questions are, do you believe in sweat equity? And most people, I think that's a lost tactic, for lack of a better term, for most home buyers in today's market. I think HGTV has ruined the vision of a homeowner and what that looks like. Purchasing a home is a journey, and it's not a journey once you just close escrow. Purchasing a home even after you close escrow is a journey to improve its fit and finish. Maybe you remodel and change things around as technology changes, as your circumstances change. Maybe you have children. Things like that are the evolution of home ownership, and sweat equity is part of that. And I think we've lost that concept. So in this particular case, this client says that they're willing to sign up for some sweat equity. And if you aren't familiar with the term sweat equity, basically what it means is that you're willing to go ahead and put in some labor, some work, to improve the property. And in doing so, when you improve the property, you're gonna gain equity on the home, meaning that the property is gonna go up in value for the work that you're putting into it. And this particular client is willing to buy a home at a lower price and put in that work so that they can actually reap the rewards of equity by doing this. So we're going to take a look at a property right here in La Mesa, California, and I'm going to show you the specifics of what a home with some very basic sweat equity could really make the difference in not only your path to home ownership, but also in your overall wealth. Because one must understand, especially with the way that home ownership is going and the value of properties across the United States, purchasing and owning a home is like having a savings account that you don't have to work for. It doesn't even take your money repeatedly putting into it to actually gain any type of interest or appreciation. The property does it naturally. Owning a piece of real estate, owning a home does that naturally for you. So we're going to take a look at this home, and I'm going to show you the specifics of what a little bit of sweat equity can make a big difference. On top of that, a home like this, a seller would be willing to negotiate, especially in the terms as the timing of this video. Sellers are more apt to work with a home buyer that is looking to purchase a home and make it theirs, and they're willing to provide incentives. Those incentives may be credit towards closing costs. Those incentives could be a buy down of rate. There are a series of things that could incentivize the buyer's situation to make the home more affordable. So not only are you getting, let's say, a discounted purchase price because possibly of the condition of the property, but then you're working with a seller who's willing to incentivize that purchase transaction to make the home more affordable. So the buyer is really actually benefiting the most in a situation like this. So I look forward to sharing this property with you. One of the most important rules of real estate is obviously location. And in this particular case, when you're looking for a deal, The location is going to trump everything else to make sure that you can reap the rewards of appreciation. So we're going to go inside this great home that I found in La Mesa, California. I'm going to show you some simple things of how you can purchase an affordable home and with some sweat equity make a big difference in your portfolio. So let's go take a look. So you can see as you walk into the property, you can see right away, okay, we have some different carpets, some different colors of some different things that are going on here. And obviously, those are some TLC things that are gonna have to make it your home. So you're gonna plan ahead for those type of expenses. And then I start looking at different things of the kitchen. Okay, in this particular home, it has a unique layout. Could I possibly tear down a wall, make the kitchen a little bit more open? Things of that nature. But the reality is that to have 4 bedrooms in a certain location can make a big difference with what I can afford as a buyer in this marketplace with the cost of living going up. Touring the property, you can see that bathrooms are good size, hard surface flooring. The bedrooms are also good size, things that we can work with. They have lots of natural light. Okay, we can see that the carpet is probably one of the major things in the property. Then I start to notice bigger things. So if you take a look here, you're looking at wood rot. Here in California, we have termites. In this particular area, we're in La Mesa, California. It does not freeze. And so termites, they're here year round. So we have to have those things accounted for in our budget as far as repairs are concerned. Now, what's most interesting is you can actually get a seller to pay for some of these items as part of the negotiation. So outside of price, then the other terms of getting possibly credits back to incentivize you as a buyer to go ahead and buy down your rate or pay for your closing costs, you can actually get them to pay for a third-party vendor to do some of those repairs to bring the property into some type of compliance for you and your loan. So this is where a little bit of sweat equity can make a big difference. But here we are with a great location. And as far as pricing is concerned, this home is almost $200,000 under the next sale on the same street. So that makes a big difference when you're looking for a deal. So these types of things happen all the time. If you're a home seller and you're watching, this is exactly how you can work with a home buyer to make sure that you reap the maximum that you can get for your property and not have to deal with a series of iBuyers in this marketplace who are offering you cash for your home at over, in this particular case on this property, over $350,000 under market price. So these are the things to consider when you're looking for a deal in the marketplace. I hope this video provided some insights as to what it's like when you're looking for a deal, especially when you hire a specialist and you sign a buyer broker agreement. You have a commitment that you've hired a specialist to find you what you're looking for. I hope this video made a difference in those insights. If you have questions, comments, concerns, put them down in the comments. I'm happy to respond to anything. And if you got any value out of this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.